I had to stop building that house after all the lies that I was told by someone very close to me that had trusted when it came to building that house. The prices of cement were double. The prices of the roof were over the roof. The prices of the materials, if something was going for 300 bob, you'll be told 600 bob. Like, sometimes it's better even to trust strangers. I was in Kenya 2019 in September, and that is when I made the decision to develop that land. And I cursed the person who put that thought in my mind to build a house in Kenya. I regret, and I don't care if my relatives are watching and they go tell the person. I don't care. I'm speaking my truth. I regret that money. I could have kept it in the bank for my children. That money I could have done something else for myself. But I was lied to. I was lied to. Before you think on investing back there, think twice. If you want to invest there, maybe buy a piece of land. Look for time when we go there for holiday. Buy a piece of land by yourself and bring your titles with you here or wherever you live abroad. Like my 3 titles are here with me. Yes, my 3 titles are here with me, safe. Because I don't know if my titles were back in Kenya, if I could be sleeping. Because those people, they can do you bad. They can even sell you pieces of land. And they're like, they don't care. You go there and like, I have 3 pieces of land. And then when you go there, like, land where? Hey guys, welcome to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Lizzie, a Kenyan YouTuber here in Italy. Another story time Saturday. And you've seen from the title, I regret investing in Kenya. Let me repeat. I regret investing in Kenya. I have 3 pieces of land in Kenya. One I'm selling currently to a relative. So when he finishes to pay, I will remain with 2 pieces of land. And in 1 piece of land, I had started to build a house in 2020 during the pandemic. And I remember some of the money that I was using to build that house, I was removing it from my pocket, from my savings, because at some point, because of how the pandemic had hit Italy, if you can remember, I was not going to work for almost 4 months, yes, because our company closed and we are not even getting our salary. So the money that I had saved, I continued to build that house. But let me tell you, minor, I had to stop building that house after all the lies that I was told by someone very close to me that had trusted when it came to building that house. The prices of cement were double. The prices of the roof were over the roof. The prices of the materials, if something was going for 300 bob, you'll be told 600 bob. Like, sometimes it's better even to trust strangers. I wish I had saved that money. I had used that money to pay mortgage here. I wish even I had spent that money to buy myself a Louis Vuitton bag, a Gucci bag, those expensive shit, instead of wasting that money on that house that maybe I will never even live in that house, by the way. Maybe I will die here in Italy, I'll be buried here. My children will not even want to come live in that house. And I regret big time. But let me tell you, so many people who live abroad, they have the same story that I'm telling you right now. The way they were duped by their mother, the way they were duped by their father, the way they were duped by someone that they really trusted with their money. Even those people who work in the Gulf countries, they go work there, they struggle, they are beaten, they are not given food by them Arabs. But they sacrifice and like, let me just sacrifice, let me just persevere for 2 years, and then I'll be sending money back home, and maybe my mother, my brother, my sister, they can purchase for me a piece of land. Sometimes they will even purchase for you a piece of land. They lie to you that they are building for you a house. I've heard even stories from a Kenyan here whose mother was like, your house is progressing. Instead, she was taking photos of a stranger's house and sending it to her. When she went back to Kenya after 3 years, because sometimes it's not easy even to go back home immediately, especially if you don't have documents. You're like, let me chill, I get my documents together, my makaratasi, and then in the meantime, I'll be sending money home so they can invest for me. When she went to Kenya after 3 years, the house was up to here. And this is the house that the mother was telling her they are almost roofing it. And I'm telling you, that girl vowed, when she came back, she vowed to never, ever, ever go back to Kenya. She sold that piece of land with that house that was up to here. And she was like, deuces. But the shit that some relatives put us through, us people who live abroad, they don't have no compassion and empathy for people who live abroad. Because like I said in one of my videos, if you say you don't have money, you become the bad guy. Like, how can you live abroad and say you don't have money? But anyway, back to me building that house. The lies that I was being told. And by the way, I've never even come back to Kenya since 2019. I was in Kenya 2019 in September. And that is when I made the decision to develop that land. And I cursed the person who put that thought in my mind to build a house in Kenya. I regret, and I don't care if my relatives are watching and they go tell the person. I don't care. I'm speaking my truth. I regret that money. I could have kept it in the bank for my children. That money I could have done something else for myself. But I was lied to. I was lied to. The price of cement, the price of wood that they would use for roofing, the price of, I was even told sijui some kanjo, watu wa kanjo, sijui they came and caused chaos and they were like, why are you building this house? Sijui this person had to pay, which I don't even believe, by the way. And if I tell you the person who did this to me, you can't believe. You can't believe, because you're like, it's a lie. But believe you me, if people abroad, they come here on social media and everyone narrates their story, very few people will tell you that they have relatives that they can trust. Very few people will tell you that they have relatives that they can trust, relatives that love them despite of them living abroad, relatives that don't ask for money, relatives that say, we can even help you. Like I said in my previous video, I've been a single mother for almost 2 years now. I have never received even a coin. It's not that I need someone to send me something, but I've never received even 50 euros from someone to say, you helped us in the past, because I had paid school fees for people. I had done shit for people back home. But no one, it's like Western Union does not work from Kenya to Italy. It works, Western Union only works from Italy to Kenya. Like, I would really appreciate even if someone sends me some majani chai, tea leaves. I would really appreciate if someone sends me some unga, ugali. But no, I have never received anything from none of my relatives from there to here. Even when I go to Kenya sometimes, some of them cannot even buy for you coffee. Someone that you had really helped when they were in need, they cannot buy for you coffee. They expect you to give them money. They are like, umetuletea nini? What have you brought for us? Umetuletea nini? And you're like, nothing. Ni mimi nimejileta. And you see, they're like, you come from abroad and you did not bring anything to us. Like, they expect you from abroad to take shit to them. But when you're coming back, you will come back with an empty suitcase. That's why sometimes now when I go to Kenya, I rarely carry stuff for people. No. Even by there, a few months ago, I watched a story on YouTube of this mother who went to Saudi, who went in the Gulf countries, and she was sending money to her daughter. Mother in Saudi sending money to her daughter, up to like 1 million, I think 1 million Kenyan shilling. The daughter was lying to the mother, I'm investing in this. When you come back, you'll find your money. When the mother went back to Kenya, she didn't find shit. I think she found only, 20K. The daughter came from Harvard JJ, had spent all her mother's savings. I don't know if she said she had invested in some crypto or she had bought, I don't know what. I'm very sure if you Google those stories of people being duped by families, there are a lot. And it hurts like crazy. Most of all, if you are duped and lied to by a relative, by someone that you you think you can trust, but someone you think they know they understand your pain. That is why I said if one day I'll ever buy something in Kenya, I will use those companies that you pay them and they build for you a house and they show you the progress. No, I'm not going to go through no motherfucking relative no more. Or better still, I buy a house here in Italy. I buy a house here in Italy and I can leave it to my children. Like, I regret so much. And myself, I can never do such a thing to a relative. If I had a relative who lived abroad, I would feel compassion and empathy for them. Because most of the time, it's not like these people don't know. We tell them, here abroad life is hard. Here abroad life is hard. But they don't believe. In fact, when you're building that house is when they are like, now you're sending them and they're like, nalikuwa nasema ana pesa na kuna pesa za kujenga. Sasa tutamkula one. She was saying that she does not have money and she's sending money to build a house. This is our opportunity to squeeze her. This is our opportunity to eat her, even to break her bones. And it is so sad. Me as a mother, I can never do such a thing to my children. Never. I can never do such a thing to a sister. I can never do such a thing to a brother. I have a lot of compassion and empathy for people. But out here, relatives back at home, before you think on investing back there, think twice. If you want to invest there, maybe buy a piece of land, look for time. When we go there for holiday, buy a piece of land by yourself and bring your titles with you here or wherever you live abroad. Like my 3 titles are here with me. Yes, my 3 titles are here with me safe. Because I don't know if my titles were back in Kenya if I could be sleeping. Because those people, they can do you bad. They can even sell you pieces of land. And they're like, they don't care. You go there and like, I have 3 pieces of land. And then when you go there, like, land where? Land where? So, for those people who live abroad and they have good people back at home, please, you are so lucky. Count yourself lucky because not so many people are lucky out here when it comes to how they are treated by relatives back at home. And this thing, I even understood it when COVID hit Italy really bad, when they were showing bodies being transported by military lorries. Some of the relatives, they never ever called me to ask me, are you okay, sis? Are your children fine? We are seeing on TV that COVID has really hit Italy so bad. Nada. But they had the balls to send me a message. Situtumia 50 euro. Send us 50 euros. They had the balls to tell me their problems. But most of them, very few of my relatives were calling me and sending me messages and telling me, we are praying for you. I hope everything is okay. With this COVID shit, with you and your children. And that is also the time that I was going through separation in the house. So I had to deal with the COVID. I had to deal with me being separated in the house because we were separated for 2 good years, 2020 and 2021. So I was going through some shit. That's why even I went into depression because it was hard for me to deal with building a house, dealing with COVID, dealing with being separated in the house. But some of the relatives, they don't care. I remember I even told one of my relatives, I'm going through it. And she didn't even ask me through it. What are you going through? At the end of the day, she was like, now to make a kit where we don't have food. Send us something. We don't have food. Huh? That's why I keep in touch with very few family members. Less than 10 family members I keep in touch because I realized that family ain't blood ain't family. Blood ain't family. Blood ain't family. Let me repeat again. Blood ain't family. It's the people in your life, whether they are friends or strangers, who love you and appreciate you. Blood stopped being family a long time ago. No, they say that I've changed, but it is them who made me change. When I came here, I was so nice. I was so generous. But not anymore. Now I'm thinking about my children and their future. Because if shit goes left for me here in Italy that I don't have a mother, father, brother, sister, it will be up to me and my children. Well, anyway, thank you so much, guys, for watching this video. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and all that good jazz. Till next time, bye-bye.